Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines 2. I've been thinking this area, there's two things I want to do. I want to really work on what our industrial area looks like over here. And I also want to expand this a little bit. And I want to continue densifying this area. I thought it'll be an awesome plan if we actually create a little bit of a pedestrian plaza walking environment. We'll reconnect these little pathways in just a bit, but I thought what we do is I'm going to start trimming stuff back a little bit over here, and we'll see what we can do. What I want to do though is let's just get these paths sorted out like so as a starting point, so we can trim them a little bit over here. So the idea really for me is now I'm going to use the pedestrian path. I want to make it nice and straight, and I want to snap it to the side of buildings, right? So I want to do that. I basically want to snap it to the side of that building. Okay, so something like that as a starting point. We'll get that plaza going on there. And then the idea is that I want to continue to run it up and down here a little bit. Do we do it dead straight? I'm not opposed to doing it absolutely straight, right? I'm not opposed to that at all. But the question really is, where are we tying it into? I mean, we could actually, what we'll do is we'll do a number of these. Yeah, I like that. So if we do that, I think that ties it in quite nicely. With this area here. And it'll work quite a lot. It'll work really well, and maybe up to about there, right? I think that's pretty reasonable, and this will kind of be our little touristy, hotspotty kind of area here. We'll see how we can really clean it up a little. Got a little bit of a kink in it there, so can we maybe line it up a little bit better? So if we do something like that, yeah, that's pretty good. I don't mind it too much. Okay, so let's get our path back. Just to make sure people can, in fact, tie in there. Something like that. Really keen on doing it through there. Doing it up here and into there. Yeah, that's good. Let's leave it like so. Similarly, we could do a little bit of that so people can actually walk through some of these areas. And what we may also do is just run straight through there. There we go. I think that will look reasonable. Now, we want to make sure that we gonna continue Okay, so something like that I think is good. We're going to trim this one, and we're going to tie that one in there. And similarly, just tie that one up into that general area there. There we go. So that is gonna give us a little bit more densification of this area. What we might do as well is we'll just tie that one in. And tie that one in, and of course tie this one in. There we go. So now we've got nice little paths everywhere, and people can be walking in all of these areas. So we'll leave it there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the European themed mixed use areas here. So I'm going to try and pack it up nice and tight in this area. Oh, that's a big one. That is a nice big one. We'll see how that works. We might trim it back. And we'll do something like that. Yeah, it's going to slowly drop down a little bit in this area. I'm kind of thinking on this side, just the 2x2s, really. That's the entire area there. See about fixing that in. We'll get that going on. Lots of mixed use coming in now. I think that's going to make this area look really nice around this park and get people to access it and get people across to this side where we still got a few things. So we'll leave that be to give it some time to respond. We've got no medium density demand at the moment. This is taking up all of that demand. So let's start focusing on our industrial pieces over here. So let's have a look in terms of port stuff, right? We could look at shipping. Where would we find it? Transportation, water. Water is an easy one. Let's unlock water quickly. I'm also kind of tempted to unlock trams. We've got plenty of things, so let's unlock those two things there. So from a water perspective, we pop in here. Can I get out of there, please? If we have a look at this, what do we have? We've got a harbor and a cargo harbor. What does this do? Passenger ships, unload passenger terminal passengers. Narrow seaway, medium seaway, nice. Passenger ship line tool and a cargo ship line. So the cargo thing is just too huge. This doesn't fit in here. The passenger one, I actually like the idea of the passenger one in this area because I think it kind of makes sense in terms of sizing. And it is fairly common for those kind of passenger terminal things to for old harbors to become passenger terminals only. Yeah, it is kind of common for that to happen. That is really interesting. I like it. I think we want to do something like that over here. Okay. So in order for us to do that, we're going to do a little bit more of the terraforming kind of things here. So what we need to do is get a couple of levels going on, and we'll want to make it not too challenging. So one level there.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions...
Okay, so if we try and expand this area a little bit more like so...
You're back with Second Moon Radio, your second musical home.
I want to try and make it... I want to try and make it square. So we probably need to reduce this brush size a little. We square it up a bit. Okay. And now what we need to do is I want to extend this, bring it in.
Industry in the region is on the rise.
And maybe do it in a line here where we actually have the cargo, that other one in there. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay, so let's see. So now we need another level. We need a higher level, which is going to be this one. So if we do that...
Bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate.
So I'm kind of wondering whether that is a big enough height level difference for us to actually keep that road working. If we do that, and I do a straight tool like this, just this one. And it is not actually working. Don't know what the right thing to do is here. Let's try and bring it up just a tad more. That's not quite high enough. Do that. That's too high. Actually, I think we probably need to drop the rest, actually. If we do that, and we then just say we'll drop this one a little bit lower here, I think that's going to work. Okay, so let's see. I want to obviously try and keep it as straight as possible. So if we wanted to do that, actually, I do want to snap to 90 degrees there. That's actually really good. Leave it there. It does dip down a little bit. I wish we could just keep it at the same level. So is this going to be kind of big enough? And then we just run it in there? You wonder. We want it interesting, but not, not crazy in terms of what it's built here. I think this is looking pretty good, to be honest. If we were to just continue to expand this like so, I think that'll work. It's dipping down a bit in the end there. Something like that, and then if we trim that back, it's kind of keeping its height a little bit. We do want to work on this some more. Get some better areas going here. I'm kind of wondering, we need to do a very similar thing back here. If we do that, actually we need to, actually we've messed that up now, I think. Let's do that and get this level here. Something like that should, I think, kind of do the trick. Then if we oh crap, it didn't do it. Try that again. Yeah, it's a little finicky, and I still haven't really figured out what the best way to do it is. That's dropping it down a little bit in the middle there. So let's just, it's really interesting how difficult some of this could be. Do a little bit more of that. Try and get it not to dip down quite as aggressively. Yeah, that's the one. And of course it didn't do what it said it was going to do on the tin, right? Yeah, there we go. Doesn't do it at all. That is just so super frustrating. Now, if we try that again, it just doesn't damn well do it. There we go. Why? Why would it just conform it there? Unless we're not quite low enough, I think. Let's try and make it a little bit lower here, even again. Just do that and see if we tie in on the other side there, whether it actually helps. I'm kind of tempted to... Here we go. I think that... There we go. That's it. That's it. And it's a nice and straight section through there. And we can really make do that at some point. What we can then do is we can... I want to do another one down here. So if we were to grab this height level here, and we were to bring this out somewhere over here, and we take that height level and we push that in a little bit more. We'll start it, and then we actually want it to go down. I don't know, actually, we'll have to see how that would look. But so if we were to do stop snapping that, actually, we just want kind of a 90-degree snap. But once we've picked it up, we just want that 90-degree. Okay, so if I do that, now let me have a quick look. So if I grab this thing, right? It wants to go on the side of the water here. Exceed city limits, in water, require the road, that's fine. In water, no water. That is an interesting one, in water, so it's because of that one, but otherwise it would actually be built here. I'm kind of tempted to do that now. Well, this is a little bit more interesting, let's fill it up a little. So if I were to... Let's... do a little bit of this. Okay, let's try this one. Exceeding city limits. Okay, well, let's trim it back so it doesn't exceed the city limits. Let's trim it back over there. And I'm happy to leave a little bit of interesting features in there. If we do that and try that again, this will actually work. Yeah, so we're going to slowly kind of just squeeze this down. So that's fine. Let's pause it while we quickly fix its roads connections. I would like to stick it to buildings here, please. And what we might do is we might do a little funny piece here. And we'll have to fix it where it's going to tie in. Probably, we'll have to see how we tie this in. This guy is going to have to cut across there, so we'll have to just tie that one in over there. I think that's going to be pretty good. So we'll have the old port expanded with some more industrial and maybe have a little bit of a commercial cluster right here, to be very honest. So let's quickly have one more look at what we're going to do from a height perspective. We need to make this a fair bit smaller and a little bit less aggressive. Is that thing? Yeah, that's still fine. Yeah, that's okay. I like that. It's going to be a reasonable bit here, I think. Though if we want to make it a little bit higher, we'll take that level and we'll kind of depress it here a bit. We see about See if that'll work, actually. Unfortunately, it's not quite what I had in mind. Let's trim that back and try that again. Can we do it even a tad lower? Oh, it's dropping down too much. Oh, now I've lost the entire thing. That is not what I had in mind. Okay, so if we do that... My God, it's such painful. It's so painful that it's doing that. It just doesn't want to. Just doesn't want to give me the piece that I want. This is a. We'll have to go in there though. Actually, once we.
Second Moon Radio.
That's maybe a little bit too big.
J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Tune in tomorrow for a second.
Actually, there's a plan here where we can actually say, well, let's grab something a little lower, make it like that.
That's right, Jim. Don't forget to look up this evening. It promises to be...
Water in there? Oh, how did the water get in there? That's not right. Well, let's find a different level and we'll take the water out. Oh, we're not going to get the water out.
Road maintenance services.
We've got water in there already. Okay, well, that's not going to work.
You might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Okay, so now I think we've got the water kind of out there now. If we were to say, let's run it here, is that workable? I just hate the fact that it does that dip. Why would it do that dip? It just doesn't make any sense to me that it's not actually just running it straight. Let's get our level over here again, and we'll push it back a little bit more there. There we go. Try that now. Is that going to work? I think that gives us a little bit more. It dips down into that one, which is okay. I don't mind that. So I want something like this, right? So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to take this one and drop it down to like a fairly low level, maybe something like that. And we'll... Why am I getting water there? Don't get water there. We just do this, right? And we do little sections of it at a time. So give me that. I'm going to do this. Right, so we'll take that one out of the way. And the plan is now really for us to just run... Yeah, that's not quite what I want. Give me this a little bit more. If we do that, maybe that should really work, right? I think it did. That's okay. And now, what we can do is we can just get rid of that. And probably that as well, and just try and make it a little curve around there. If we do this, we'll do that. We'll push that out a little bit more like so. And if I now said... Please not have overlapping items. There we go. Is that good? Oh, I think that's okay. I think that's fine. And I think that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm just going to leave it like so. And this one is going to just slowly step down in this area. Excellent. Okay, so that took a bit of time to get us there. But what we'll do now is we will actually probably just smooth it out a bit, right? Oh, we don't want it to smooth. Yeah, we really don't. Well, so we smooth it out a little bit over there. Let's make it much, much smaller, and we'll kind of pick a level somewhere down here. We'll just do... we'll get the water out of there, please. Thank you. How does that look? Is that okay? I like this, actually. I kind of like that. That's not bad. That's not a bad look in that area there. Now I just want to make sure we level out the rest of this thing to kind of this level. Oh, that's that's interesting. I need to redo that section of road there. Let's make this a bit smaller, and we'll get these corners sorted out a little bit. Yeah, so we need to redo this section of road here. Happy to just make sure we... actually, let's try and do fairly straight sections, and then what we'll do is we'll kind of turn it in. You know what? There we go. If we do this, I'm actually pretty keen that let's see about maybe a... How about that? Is that interesting? I like that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So now we've got all of this going on, and we can try and tie in some more stuff here. What we want to do is get ourselves our grid going on a little bit more. So really keen that we... Oh, this isn't quite level. Let's just level this out again. Do a little something like this, so we smooth it out over here, and we kind of tie into the broader kind of road levels a little bit more. So a little bit of a change in level there isn't going to be the end of the world. What I want us to do is make sure that we've got, and we can't reasonably do massive sized items here. I just want to make sure we're trying to get them fairly well aligned there. Yeah, that's okay. That's interesting. So we need to up that level here a little bit. That's not quite right. Something like that. And then what we'll do is we'll smooth that out over the distance. That's okay. Now, can we... Is the idea that we... We do that at 90 degrees like so, and then we tie, and then we turn it. Yeah, something like that as a bit of an industrial. I need to sort that out, but there we go. That's going to look a little bit more industrially. This is not quite square, right? Not even close. So do we, in order to make it square, yeah, I think I'm actually going to redo this. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And what we'll do is we'll square it from there. So give me a little bit more here. Straight sections, please. Fairly tight, though. Get that to 90. Yes, we can. And I would like to get that tied in over there as well. And what we'll do is we'll have to clean it up a little bit in terms of some of these things. Do that. Yeah, it's not quite a great zoning grid, but I think there's a trick that if we do this, doesn't want to do that. So if we do it over here instead, still doesn't fix it, does it? Anyway. We'll have to do the trick with the roads if we wanted to do that, make that work a little bit better. So ideally, let's quickly extend this road. So this is our more sizable road here. And why is that being a problem? Let's clear that out and let's try that again. Something like that is okay, and what we can do is we can do multiple access points here. So what I think we should be doing is probably do something like that, and then probably something like this. And that gives us kind of access to the port in a number of different locations here, and we can even have a little something in here, maybe commercial style stuff there, and that's okay. We kind of tie that in. This grid, I might have a bit of a tweak on this grid, to be honest, but that kind of gives us a lot of our areas here. So let's quickly do some of the pathing with pieces. Let's quickly see, have we filled in all of this? We have, and we've started to see. Oh, look at how interesting this area is. I really like what's happening with all of this. Oh, this is so cool. This is really so cool. Quite large, actually. So that's good. So what I want to do is let's continue to fill in some more just the American styled bits and pieces here. So if we go and do that, for instance, and we go and do this, it should work quite nicely. I do want to get rid of that. I do want to get rid of that one. Yeah, it's going to fill in. It's going to fill in over time quite nicely. It's going to have that same kind of height there. That's pretty good. All of these areas are working. We can put some trees into the back of this. But oh, absolutely. To be honest, what would be good is if we could actually put a bit of a texture in there that would actually look really nice. But yeah, These corners, my goodness, that's awesome. Going to be a nice little touristy area. If we have a look at our tourist attraction, is this area booming? It's getting there. That area is way more nice, I think, but it's getting there. It's slowly getting there. How's this doing? It's filling up. So yeah, this area is starting to look pretty nice. We can obviously make this look a little bit better in terms of these areas here. Wouldn't mind. We've got that bridge there. Maybe we'll do another bridge up on this side over here. All in all, it's looking pretty good. That's a bit of an old one there. Old piece of infrastructure. Good. I need to just quickly sort this area out just a tad. If we go way smaller, we say that. And then even more small. We'll keep going on the small side here, so we just get it to go up all the way to the... It's actually supposed to be deep and not shallow, but I think that's, all in all, that looks pretty good. That's not straight. That's not straight. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about that too much, but that's not straight, and that's obviously where our issues came from. I think that's completely where our issues has come from. Yeah, lots of stuff happening here. Okay, let's get our paths in place. Done our zoning, so let's get our paths in place so we can see about zoning properly. So I think that's okay. We'll do that. Might do this as a starting point. Let's just get some straight lines going on. And what we might do is we might just run that right through there. That's okay. If we do that, how's this going to look? Do this instead. I do want us to go up on the edge there, so that's okay. If we do something like this, I actually don't mind that too much. We would want to do a little bit of this. That's just too much. Why can't I get an extra little one in there? If we do it nice and tight here. Really, we're not getting another little zone in there. It just feels so weird to me. About right there. Really, we can't do one more little block. That's a little annoying. We certainly want to. Trim this as best we can. Try and give us as much as we can on there. And similarly, we might do a bit of this and a bit of that so we can maximize that area. What we might do is we might tie in through there. And straight through there. Actually close it up on this side. And run that guy all the way in. Yeah, slightly smaller pieces. Need to clean this one out. Here we go. We'll do that. So that's a little bit of room there. We'll need to I think. Make that work. And similarly, we may do something like this. Something like that. There we go. I think that's pretty reasonable here. Yeah, this one is going to have to be a little bit funny around there. We're not going to do anything there, so we might do the other side. Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. I'm not going to go up all the way that way. So let's get our industrial uses in. We're going to go with the 2x2 situation here. Something like that. We'll see. Fill in some more stuff over there. Get a couple of offices in here. If we do like an office like that and an office like that, maybe that fills it in quite nicely. There we go. That's pretty good. Now, these are pretty deep, so I think parking lot back here might be a good starting point for us. Give us a bit of a parking lot. Maybe we've got one over there, so maybe we do it. Do a parking lot right there. That will, yeah, that seems reasonable. That seems pretty reasonable there. These are filling in quite nicely. Don't pause. Actually speed up a little so we can see how it looks. I'm still not a big fan of all of these. These smokestacks. Get rid of the smokestacks, please. That's the plan. We want more warehousey type stuff and less of the others. Okay, so now we've got some room over here. So let's start running it on this side. If we were to do that, oh, they go pretty deep as well. Do that. Let's then what we'll do is we'll put a little office in there. Actually, I would like this one to instead be on that. Yeah, excellent. So at least that'll look a little bit better there. Something like so. We're going to do more commercial towards this side, I think. How's that going? Oh, we're out of power? Ooh, okay. Just have a look at this. Okay, yeah, we're at capacity for the power, so we do need to have a bit of a look at what we can do with power. For the time being, I might just pop in one of these guys. If we can find a reasonable wind speed. That's not good. Can we find a reasonable wind speed somewhere over here? You really can't. Even up here, no reasonable wind speeds? All the way up here? Oh, it's exceeding city limits. Yeah, even there. Not great. Not great at all. Over here, 1.7, 2. Yeah, so we're struggling a little bit with a reasonable one. So 3 was about the best we got, I think, up here. Out here? No. Out there, maybe? Nothing. Across the way. Up here. Oh, that's about the best we can get. It's about half of what we want. So let's pop one in there. It should give us a bit more to go on. So we'll do that. We'll get that one going. And then we'll see how this is going. Too many smokestacks, man. That is looking good. And I don't mind a single smokestack every now and again. But let's try and drop all of these smokestacks. I don't want as many of them. We need a few more. Yeah, even that one I might even get rid of that one. Just too many. We don't mind 1 or 2 smokestacks. So over here, we've got a few that's not actually doing anything. This area is not doing much. Bit of container areas storage areas. We've got the harbor in here not doing anything. Oh, what expansions do we have? Transit terminal. Okay, that's okay. And the extended pier. Ooh. Goes in there. That's okay. I think that could actually work in the future. For the time being, we'll leave it as is. Let's pop in here and see. So we need to do a narrow seaway. But it's outside of the city limits, though. So we will need to get an extra tile here if we want to actually tie this in. So let's do that. Let's grab ourselves one more tile. That's fine. We'll just purchase the one. I think that one's going to be sufficient to tie these guys in. We go with narrow seaway over there. So now we actually do have access over here. So that's good. We'll keep that in mind. This is looking okay. A few smokestacks, but all in all, not too bad from an industrial perspective. We might do some bigger things here. Oh, one of the things we wanted to do is get the mail in there. Is this the post office or the post sorting facility? So we need to do a post office, probably more this area here, but we'll come back for that. And then we'll do some more work there. But I think that's going to be our kind of our industrial area here. And I'm not going to expand it beyond that. I do wonder about a garbage area here. I do really wonder about that. So that will be of interest, I think. We'll keep an eye. But yeah, all in all, growing nicely. Still making money. Demands are still popping in. So we'll quickly expand our demands one more time here. Let's do that. Just back at the North American style here, please. Even do that. It should be a fair bit higher density here. Yeah, this area I think is just going to have this kind of look and feel to it. We should have reasonable traffic still, but yeah, traffic here. Oh, what is this? New signature building, Polaris Suites. Residents will enjoy atmosphere of this smooth, luxurious building. Let's place it and finish off the episode. Oh, I think if we can place it here, what does it actually do? Plus for well-being within 1 kilometer. So the question is, do we...
Don't steal my car.
Oh, man.
Oh, good.
Could almost squeeze in there.
Thank you for listening to
What's its height look like? It's a little bit higher. I'm kind of tempted to see about, getting it over here. Anyway, we'll place it in the next episode. We've already got some stuff placed there, so maybe we will hold off on that a little bit more. But we should see a lot more traffic starting to make use of these areas now. People are using that. Okay, guys, I'll see you next time. Our new port area is kind of interesting. Hopefully, we'll start seeing some stuff happening over here as well. That's a little interesting area. We could actually do a little pocket of kind of row houses in there, closer to the port area. That would actually be pretty good, and a bit of a commercial district to the back there, and then that tapers into industrial. I like that idea. Okay, we'll see you in the next one. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.